Kugan Cassius for IFL TV in association with MGM Marbella. We're in Wolverhampton here after the weigh-in for Browne versus Rudenko. With me, obviously not Rudenko, I have Lucas Big Daddy Browne.
Much better looking than Rudenko.
Do you think?
Yeah. Well, you don't think?
I don't really assess the levels of handsomeness on.
But you said you think, as in you had an opinion. You snapped it straight up and said you think. So you must have some sort of opinion.
I don't know. Do you say you're one of the better looking boxers out there?
I'm sure there are better looking boxers, but I'm not ugly.
No, listen, far from it.
Haven't been bit around the head and sideways nose or anything like that.
There's no homo talk, obviously, but
Sonny's not here, so it's alright.
Sonny ain't here, so it's all alright. All weighed in now.
Yes.
Don't have that pressure of.
I never really did in the first place. Yeah, no, that's the beauty of the heavyweight division. It's 90.7 kilos and over. So there's no way in hell I'm ever going to be under that. So yeah, I'm always going to be a heavyweight, which is great. As long as I'm in shape, that's all that matters. So I'm in good condition in regards to fitness and everything else. I'm carrying a little bit at the front, which I'm not happy with, but yeah, 119 is still a good weight to come in at.
Saw Rudenko today. Looks in pretty decent shape himself.
Yeah, definitely. He's 6'1", so I'm assuming I'm going to enjoy the reach factor on this one, which is great. And he came in at 106 kilos, so I've got 13 kilo advantage in that way as well. So it's going to be very interesting.
Obviously, you've gone on record as saying a few times that, on paper, that Rudenko represents your toughest challenge yet, 24-0.
Yep.
But what do you really know about him?
Basically, I know that the fact that he's from Ukraine.
It's a good start.
That's the start.
It's a good start.
From what I've seen, I've seen a few YouTube clips, and he's very much like a Klitschko style fighter in regards to your ones and twos and stuff like that, and very straight punches. In saying that, there was one that he fought where the guy was much shorter and obviously not in shape, and he had his hands around his sort of waist sort of thing. So I think he's going to want to come forward and come forward with the ones and twos, which is great, because me having the reach and the weight, I'll be able to push him back and then see how he goes on the back foot, which is the best part about it. So yeah, I see it sort of first round very much a feeling out process, but then I'll put it on him second and onwards.
Be an interesting heavyweight scrap, as we call it here.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you use that term in Australia, a scrap?
It's one of the terms we use. It's not one of the most favourite though. No.
The scrap suggests it's going to be a bit messy and a bit
dust up.
A dust up.
Dust up. That's a very Australian sort of term.
Heavyweight dust up.
I'm not sure if we speak like this though.
No.
No.
What do posh people in Australia sound like? Like here, well-spoken people would be like. So I'd have, if I was, I'm just me. Look, you can see what I am, obviously. But if I was a bit, suited and all that, I'd go, "Hello and welcome to IFL TV. With me, I have heavyweight contender Lucas Big Daddy Browne.
Good evening.
From Australia. Thank you very much."
Yes.
That's how I would address that.
Yeah.
So how would someone in Australia who's a bit, a bit
posh,
how would they talk?
So
or do you just all sound the same?
We all do sound the same. Some people sound like my manager has like slang to his words.
Right.
So he'll sort of extend words. So like, "How you going, mate?" Like sort of, instead of "How are you going, mate?" Yeah. So it's not exactly it's not posh in that regard, but you would actually pronounce the words rather than having more of a slang to it. Okay. If you go to the country, it gets worse. Yeah.
Oh,
it just comes out like that. Hang out. They don't actually say words, So
yeah. I mean, you've been here a while now. So have you got to grips with all the different accents? Obviously, you were in Manchester last week. You were in literally 70 mile away here in Wolverhampton, where there's again another accent. Liverpool.
Yeah, I've been there before. So that's the beauty of having a girlfriend that likes watching English programs. So I watch programs like The Youngers, Essex, of course. She loves that show.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you watch it yourself?
I half. Like, it's on, so I can hear it and sort of look up every now and then when there's a fit bird on it. But other than that, I'm sitting there on the phone. And
I know all them girls from The Youngers, Essex. I know every single one of them.
Well, can I get a photo with any of those, because my girlfriend would love it.
Do you know what? I'm going to actually hook you up.
Yeah, she'll be jealous as
well gel, as we say.
Well, is that right?
Well gel. That's the Essex term that they apparently created on the show.
100%. She would be so jealous.
Really?
So that's awesome.
I'm gonna hook that up.
Yeah. What about One Direction? You got any connection with One Direction?
Yeah, Sonny actually was in One Direction.
they don't have a ringer, do they?
No. I don't know how quite that would work out, but I can ask him if he can speak to Niall. I think he's friends with Niall from One Direction. So we'll see how that goes.
That's for my daughter, obviously. She's 16, big One Direction fan.
Yeah. I'm sure Sonny will sort that out in due course.
There we go. Beautiful.
Hold on 1 second. Obviously, I caught up with you in Manchester, ringside. It was a bit of a funny week in Manchester for Fight Week, obviously because of all the issues that went around, and and I spoke to you at ringside, and you were kind of saying that Tyson, after his comments he made at the press conference, maybe should have still fought. I mean, it's still unclear now, a week on, what exactly the situation was. But I mean, we always want to see Tyson Fury back in the ring, surely, anyway.
Exactly, yeah. It's one of those things that, yes, family comes first, but at the same time, it makes it look so much worse because of what he was saying at the press conference and everything else about fighting blind and all that sort of crap. So, if he has a genuine issue with family, well, yeah, it's unfortunate, and no, you're not really going to do your best and fight your best if you've got an issue like that. So it is understandable, but then you just don't talk shit a couple of days before then.
We've got in England, like, when I say a variety of different heavyweights, I don't mean talent-wise, I mean personality-wise. There's different. We were just talking about it here briefly. So there's different fighters in the heavyweight division that go about selling the fights or portraying themselves differently. So we've got the one extreme of Fury. And then I'd say on the opposite scale you've got someone like Anthony Joshua, who's like 8-0, or David Price, who don't really take to them sort of levels of selling fights so far. I mean, Anthony Joshua's only 8-0, so we'll see how he fares in another 7 fights.
Exactly.
But you yourself, I mean, I've not really been to many of your press conferences and things like that, so I don't really know. I mean, Rudenko doesn't talk in English, so it
didn't get much out of him.
Hard to get into any sort of war words for him. But have you been involved in any sort of verbal scraps with people, maybe fights in Australia at press conferences?
The closest I came to anything like that was James Toney, and he was basically
understandable, by the way.
Big talk about how he's going to knock me out and do this, do that, and I was a chump and I wasn't worth it. And then my response to that was how humbled I was that I was fighting such a legend, and thank you very much for the opportunity and everything. And he didn't say a word again after that. So I can't. It's just not me. I don't sit there and shit talk people. If I genuinely don't like a person, I'll let you know. But to this stage, I still haven't fought someone that I genuinely don't like. So you put someone like A-Force in front of me or something like that. Might be a different story.
Really? Yeah. Not your particular cup of tea, as we'd say.
Just from all the Twitter crap and pretty much half of the UK that I've seen on Twitter don't like it. It's after another payday and all that sort of crap. So I'm not that sort of person. So I don't like that sort of trash talk.
Do you know what? I will say one thing, right? I've got no reason. I like. Listen, I like Audley Harrison. Listen, regardless of whatever he's done in the ring or hasn't done in the ring, whatever, as a person, he's a nice person. But I will say one thing: the Twitter version of people and their actual selves are two different things. They are, because
for some.
But
I'm exactly
no, you're the same. But see, for Tyson, for example, if you go by just reading what Tyson writes on Twitter, it's difficult to like him. But if you speak to him and you listen to him sometimes, you could have a changed opinion. I think sometimes it applies to possibly Audley Harrison, possibly a couple of other heavyweights, blah, 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 or not just heavyweights, fighters in general. So I'm sure that I mean, listen, I don't know whether you and Audley Harrison will fight again. I don't know if Audley Harrison will fight again. I don't know. But I'm sure if you met Audley Harrison, he'd talk your ears off, as they'd say. He loves to talk.
Fair enough.
But I'm sure you'd probably get on with him.
Probably would. It's one thing that does stick to mind is when I was coming up, I said to him I'd like to fight him, this, that and the other, and he straight out said, no, you're not worth it, and basically bagged me out. For some reason now that the shoe's on the other foot, he's trying to get a fight with me, and I said, no, you're not worth it, sorry, you know what I mean? So, you know, karma's sort of come around a little bit on that end for him as well, so yeah, that's another reason why I don't like him.
Okay, that's fair enough, that's fair enough. But obviously this fight, just finishing off on Tyson Fury, we don't know whether the fight's going to happen. It's a shame it didn't happen last week, but you know, if they, like I said, it's kind of pointless us talking about a fight which may or may not happen in the future, but we do hope it does happen.
I would gladly step up and fight either.
Yeah.
And would actually turn up.
Yeah. Oh wait, I can see you are one of these heavyweights that, right? Actually, you just, regardless of who they are, just want to get into the best.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I think a fight between myself and Chisora would make sense at the moment. As Fury was saying, he didn't want to fight me unless it was for some like world title or big money fight, whatever it may be. I think for me, Chisora would be a stepping stone and a massive stepping stone. Not bagging him out in any way whatsoever. I think he's a sensational fighter, but he's at a higher quality than myself, like in rankings and stuff like that. So if I was to beat him, then I'm definitely heading in the right direction. Yeah.
See, I had this problem in Sri Lanka on the heavyweight scene because people used to avoid me like the plague, as they say. I couldn't get. It was a 6-month period. No, seriously, there was a 6-month period.
I tried to keep it straight.
No, I'm telling you exactly what
the bamboo title, wasn't it?
No, hold on, don't disrespect the Sri Lankan.
No, you showed me a picture.
Sri Lankan cruiserweight title. I did show you a picture.
I was cruiser. You said it was heavy.
No, I was two weight world champions in Sri Lanka. Right. So hold on, listen. Let me tell you, I was being avoided. Like, listen, right. My promoter, right. Uncle Raj, big up Uncle Raj, right?
Big up
Uncle Raj. Can you just big up Uncle Raj if he's watching?
Big up Uncle Raj.
Uncle Raj, one promotion. Uncle Raj Promotions. They couldn't get me a fight.
That click thing.
Oh, right, we don't do that anyway. Okay, cool. 6 months, couldn't get me a fight. I was the most avoided fighter at 175.
Yeah.
And obviously, and heavyweight. I was so avoided. So avoided. Like, I can't explain to you. You wasn't around at the time.
No, I wasn't.
So it's hard for you to comment on what I'm saying.
I can't.
But I'm just being serious.
I'm just trying to picture it.
Just try and picture it. Right.
It's hard.
My Uncle Raj running around on one of them big phones like this, right?
Yeah.
Trying to make deals.
The bricks.
Yeah, brick funds. That's how they roll in Sri Lanka. And he's trying to make all these fights with all these other alleged people. Yeah,
Can
I
you
remember
do the accent?
What's that?
Can you do the Sri Lankan accent at all?
I don't really want to because my mum and dad watch my videos and they may be offended by my Sri Lankan accent.
You make me do a accent.
I don't care if you do it or not, but I'm just saying that's offending your people. If I'm offending my people, it's different. Do you understand what I mean? It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But anyway,
scared mum and dad, that's fair enough.
They're the only two people I'm frightened of in the world.
Is that right? Yeah. Not me.
At all. Why would I need to be scared of you?
Well, you've done nothing to me now.
No, I've done nothing to you, but
that's fine.
If I was to do something to you and you hit me, it'd be a liberty, as we say. Have you heard that expression? A liberty? Yeah. Right, you would be taking a liberty.
With a T?
Yeah.
A liberty.
Yeah, what did I say?
A liberty.
Well, that's how we talk.
I know, we talk.
That's how we talk.
Yeah. It's from Essex.
Right.
That is an Essex accent.
Yeah, it is. That's where I'm from, innit? You know what I mean? Right. But, yeah, my mum and dad, I don't really want to start mocking, especially Uncle Raj. Uncle Raj will send the firm down quicker than you could lace up them TNs you got on there. But
fair enough.
Yeah, but but the bottom line was I was avoided.
Yes.
Right? And I remember who avoided me back in the day.
What was his name?
2001.
Who was avoiding you?
Ali Singh. You know who you are. Right? Ali Singh from Colombo. You know who you are. Alright? If you're on Twitter, Ali, I want the rematch.
You're still rematching now?
Yeah, I beat him twice. I want the trilogy.
The trilogy.
Cassius versus Singh, Ali Singh. You know you are. Anyway, enough about this. This is about Lucas Browne. You know what really aggravates me when I go to America, right?
Yeah.
And people get me confused for you, not as in we don't look like each other, but the accents, they think I'm Australian. I'll go into a shop,
I was going to say, you for me, yeah, fair enough.
No, not like that.
Yeah.
But they'll go, I'll go into a shop and I'll go, alright, yeah, where are the toilets, love? They go, oh wow, you're from Australia?
Really?
Yeah, always happens. But I think a lot of British people get that. I wondered if you get that, if you go to America.
I don't know. A couple of people who have been to America have said play up the Aussie accent hard because they absolutely love it.
Yeah, they love the British accent as well.
But I think it's not their stupidity, but their I don't know, ignorance, I suppose. In a way, they think the Australian people have a kangaroo in their backyard and all that sort of shit, which obviously doesn't happen. Do you think
what? What? Hold on a minute. What?
Hold on.
You haven't got. Not every Australian owns a pet kangaroo.
A kangaroo? No, we don't. No.
Do you ever put every Australian have a boomerang?
No.
Really?
No. No.
You're ruining the dream of Australians. Really? Well, you never had a boomerang?
I've had a boomerang.
Ah, there you go.
I bought one.
There we go.
I bought one from the shop.
There we go.
Threw it and it never came back.
Really?
Yeah, so that was the end of that.
Complete waste of time.
What?
But, do you know what it is? A lot of people's perceptions about Australians come from Neighbours and Home and Away.
Very much so, yeah.
Which is true,
yeah.
because I used to watch that as a kid. I don't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
But I used to watch Neighbours, Home and Away religiously. Right?
See, I've never watched it. I hated the show.
It used to be good when they used to have Jason Donovan and Kylie Minogue.
And Kylie, yeah. Fair enough.
Scott and Charlie, the wedding.
The wedding of the century.
Have you ever seen the wedding? That's the best wedding ever.
I didn't. No, I didn't see it.
Angry Anderson sang the theme tune. Is he Australian?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sang the theme tune. Suddenly, you know that song, don't you?
Keep going. I'm not sure.
Suddenly.
Apparently the song's called Suddenly.
Suddenly. Yeah, that's it. That was it. Great song. Great episode. That
Great
was.
track.
Great track. But a lot of people's perceptions come from that.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I can understand that.
You know, I've got family in Australia, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
There you go. My aunt.
Whereabouts?
My aunt lives in Sydney.
Yeah?
My aunt and uncle, as in my mother's brother and his wife, and my first cousins, live in Sydney.
Where
about that? I haven't been there since 1995, but they live there. Yeah.
I live there.
Yeah, I know you live there, allegedly anyway. I only ever see you here. Do you know what I mean?
This is true. This is true.
All right, well listen, I wanted to, I know we spoke about boxing this week already, I interviewed you. Just wanted to get a bit more of your personality, because you are kind of like, you're alright, a nice fella.
Fun guy.
Yeah, you're alright to hang about with, you know, sitting here with the little midget, Sonny Donnelly.
It does alright. It goes alright. Honestly, yeah.
Bit of a pest. A string vest.
Ooh.
Do you know what a string vest is?
No.
Well, string vest means pest. It's cotton rhyming slang for
Yeah,
pest.
fair enough.
So he's a string, we call him.
Like Skyrocket in the pocket.
In the pocket.
Yeah.
Do you know any others?
Fred Astaire.
Oh.
No?
Yeah?
No?
Apple Fred Astaire?
After Fred Astaire.
Yeah?
Apple, was it?
Did you say apples and pears?
Apples and pears, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
There's loads.
You know what? Watching, what's that show? The movie. Austin Powers.
Oh, okay.
Where there's that scene in Austin Powers where him and his dad have.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. I love that.
It is. I'll teach you a couple of others.
Sixes and sevens.
Sixes and sevens, yeah. How about, he's a bit of a boat.
A boat?
Yeah.
What's that?
You're a bit of a boat. I could say I'm a bit of a boat.
Must be great if we're both boats.
A bit of boat. Boat, race,
Yeah.
face.
Really?
Absolutely. He's a bit of a boat, he is.
It baffles me that the English don't speak the English language.
Listen,
it's
a bit of a myth about people using cotton rhyming slang. Very few people actually use it constantly in their life. But yeah, we say that. You know, he's a bit of a boat, he is.
It's a bit of a boat.
Yeah, a bit of a boat.
Meaning a face.
Yeah, boat, race, face.
Of course, makes sense.
Makes absolute sense. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, listen, Lucas. This has been insightful. No talk about boxing, hardly. Probably about 5% boxing talk. If that.
That's all.
That's all right.
I don't mind.
I don't mind. This is what IFL TV is all about. Talking absolute shit.
I was about to go on about humanising boxers.
I can already read the YouTube comments now going,
what is this
What the
shit?
fuck here? What the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Right.
My apologies.
We apologise for not really talking about boxing, but you know, it is what it is. just finally, obviously, I am from Essex. I would appreciate it one day when you're down here, if you was to come to Essex, I would
100%.
take you to some of the spots where I would go to. Obviously, look after you. If you look after me, you know, if anyone starts anything,
I'll be the minder.
break their jaws for me, that sort of shit.
Slap.
Slap.
Yeah. Slap's
Sandy
always
knows about the slap.
When you hear a grown man squeal from a slap, it is the best sound.
Yeah. And a bit muggy, isn't it? It's a bit like, well, he slapped him.
And
Well, he knocked you out. What, yeah, with a slap.
With
Yeah.
a slap. And then they look at it and go, wow, that hurt that much from a slap. I'm not getting punched by it.
Bitch slap. Bitch slap.
16 with his mates going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
What, he punched you? No, he slapped
No.
you. Slapped you. Yeah, absolutely. But we don't have any of that in Essex. We'll get some loafers on you. Get some Gucci loafers. I don't know if you own any. Get some Gucci loafers. No socks.
Yeah,
right?
no, you can't wear socks.
Top button up to the top.
I'll shave. I'll shave my legs.
You don't have to shave your legs.
I will anyway.
You don't have to, but optional that one.
Yeah.
We'll take you to the Lytton Tree. We won't take you to the Yateses.
Fake tan.
Yeah, fake tan. Yeah, we'll have you spray tan. I had my eyebrows done the other day.
Did you?
Wax the other day. Do you have all that shit done?
I just straight down the middle.
Straight down the
Yeah,
middle.
yeah.
Absolutely. But we'll get that sorted out.
I'd love that. I'd honestly love that.
100%. 100%.
For the viewers at home, if you do have any questions for myself, and I'm sure Mr. Kugan will come across and ask these questions at a further date. But if you have any
Q&A
questions,
with Lucas Browne.
please,
Next
send
time
the
you're
questions
here,
across.
next time you're here, Q&A with Lucas Browne.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Lucas.
Good man.
Thanks for talking to IFL
Thank you.
TV. So, one of them ones. This has been Kugan Cassius with Lucas Big Daddy Browne. Follow him on Twitter at Lucas.
Big Daddy Browne 1.
Big Daddy Browne 1. Forget what I said. Big Daddy Browne 1.
Lucas Browne on Facebook. Big Daddy is the fan page, and then Lucas Big Daddy Browne on Instagram. Busy boy.
Busy boy. Anyway, when we start a division of IFL TV Perth, Sydney
Not
even,
New Zealand.
not New Zealand or Tasmania.
I'm in.
When you're retired, fancy doing a few interviews for us?
100%,
Yeah. Can you talk?
Yeah, cool.
Ask me a couple of questions. Go on, just quick test.
This is Lucas Browne for IFL TV. Can't remember my bit, but yeah, it's on the shirt somewhere. Kugan.
Hello.
Hello. What accent is that?
How are you doing, my friend?
How are you doing?
How are you doing, my friend?
How's your day?
My day has been very, very productive.
Very productive. Have you trained at all today?
I have trained
You have trained.
very hard today. 6 times a day. Eat no food.
Is this the Sri Lankan way?
This is me, Sri Lankan cruiserweight mode.
It's great. Cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight. As a bit of it.
Weight.
I like that. That's nice. Cruiserweight. Basically, well, what is your record, by the way?
My record is 49 and 49.
49 wins, 49 losses.
No, my friend. 49 draws. All controversial, my friend. I won them all. They gave them all a draw because we played the bloody judges. That's good. That's good. That's quite good.
Yeah, nice.
All right, that's good. All right, this has been Kugan Cassius, Lucas Big Daddy Browne, IFL TV. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.